Salakia fam, they done kicked us off. They done kicked us off, but we back on. Cold in here. Hold up real quick, y'all. Let me turn this air off. You know, I'm married to an Eskimo. Woo. She like this place like an igloo, man. I'm married to an Eskimo, y'all. She from what you call it and everything. Alaska. My wife from Alaska, y'all. True story. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I lost all of Mark AZ's scriptures, man. I wanted to read those.
Like 60 or 70, what you're going to put in your mouth. If you want to feel good when you get to some age, like 60 or 70, me, I'm having a ball because I was not supposed to be alive at 78. He was sick. He was sick. His two brothers died. One at 37. The preacher died at 50 because he didn't listen to God. That's why. The herbs heal. God made them. What herbs? Not comfrey, not peppermint, not aloe vera.
What?
Not vitamin C, because the body's not composed of any vitamin C. Remember, the body is made up of what? Minerals. Minerals.
Mineral.
No vitamin C. When I take iron, it goes to my blood. When I take calcium, it goes to my bones.
Listen.
Carbon go to my brain.
Carbon go to my brain.
Chromium go to my pancreas. Zinc go to my prostate gland. When I take vitamin C, zinc. What is it going to unite with? Remember what we begin with. Chemical affinity.
Clinical affinity.
When I take vitamin C, what is that going to unite with in me? Lionel Paul and the Canadian made that, right? When I think the boy was smoking something.
I think the boy was smoking. Oh, that's funny. Oh,
you want to feel good when you get to some.
Say it again.
You better know what you're going to put in your mouth. If you want to feel good when you get to some age, like 60 or 70, me, I'm having a ball because I was not supposed to be alive at 78. He was sick.
So he was 78 when he recorded this. I think he lived to 80 something, 83. 84, something like that, right? And man, he was still moving, huh? He was still right. He didn't lose no function. He had a 2 year old, I think. Dr. Sabi had a 2 year old when he passed away. The man was still having babies in his 80s, y'all. So that's somebody who can tell me about health. I will listen, right? What say you? Yeah, we got to listen to the people who know what they talking about and who life prove that. So I'm glad I got away from where I was. You can't learn about love from a hater, can you? You can't learn the truth from a liar, right? Why is somebody who was not married teaching me about marriage? Why is somebody with no children teaching me how to raise my children? You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of people talking, and it's like, what gives you the right to talk? And that's what the hypocrite is. And that's what Yeshaya said, don't be. That's what he's talking about with the Pharisees and scribes. That's why he rolled on them so hard. Because they was talking what they wasn't living. And that's what's wrong with the world today. We are living in a world of liars, y'all. Everybody talking. It's only a few people who know what they talking about. Who know what they talking about? The people who've been through the stuff that they talking about. But it's a greater majority and portion of people who are just regurgitating what they heard somebody else say. Right? So that's what the scriptures is talking about when it says things like this. Let's go to the book. Let's go to this book, y'all. Let us consult in the scriptures. And we are in Romans chapter 13. Right? Romans chapter 13. Hold up. Try to copy this. Boom. Let me try to get this on your screen. Right, I'm going to try to get this on your screen really quick. Boom, bang. Squeeze that into there like so. We're at about what? We're at about verse 13. Let's back it up a little bit. Love, let's start at 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Love is the fulfilling of the law. That just slapped, that just hit me in my mouth. Wow. Love is the fulfilling of the law. You know what that means? What Matthew 5 say? What did Matthew 5 tell us? Till all be fulfilled, right? How do you fulfill it? With love, y'all. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Now, hold on a second. That just hit me in my jaw. Hold on. So, when you go to Matthew 5, right? That's why love was so important to Yeshua, right? That's verses 17 and 18. Let's just add that in there and look at that. Let me know if I'm far fetching this, because those two scriptures just hit me at the same time just now for whatever reason. When I read love fulfills the law like never before, it slapped me this right here. Think not that I am come to destroy the law, right? What does it fulfill? The law, right? Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am, he given the Father's name right there. I am not come to destroy the law. I am a higher, not come to destroy the law, right? But to do what? Fulfill. Fulfill how? Like that. Therefore, what fulfills it? Love fulfills the law, right? Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. How do you fulfill it? With love. 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law until what? Until you love. Until all be fulfilled. How do we fulfill it? How do we fulfill it? Right there. Therefore, who? Love is the fulfilling of the law. Y'all see that? This is why love was so important to Yeshua. How do you fulfill the law? You love it. How do you love the law? You keep it. How do you love the Father? It's all intertwined. Love is intertwined with us, is intertwined with the Most High, is intertwined with Christ. We wasn't getting it, y'all. We wasn't loving. So what did Christ come and do? He came and he loved us, y'all. And he kept that L word on his lips while he was walking here. Did he not? How many times is the L word in this New Testament? You know, but yeah, that just popped out and just yikes. I'm gonna keep looking at that and perfect that more and pull out some more precepts on that, you know, in my own time. But wow, that's how you get hit. That's how you get hit when you come off in this book, ain't it? You know, my fault. I didn't even mean to go off on that tangent, but verse 11, and that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. We sleep. How do we wake up? Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. Oh, so you a law keeper, ain't you? But you ain't loving, huh? We're not loving. Not you particularly. You good. I'm talking about the people who are guilty of this. They swear up and down they law keepers, but they don't want to love. And they don't want to care for their brothers and sisters. They rude. They talk however they want to talk to people. They cut you off while you're talking. They bored with your testimony. You know, they come off as if you mean nothing to them. You know, things of this nature, right? There's no love being spread, but they got their chests out and they want you to respect them as some type of a law keeper, ain't it? Well, this right here is saying love fulfill the law. It's the cherry on top of the law. If you pull out love's gonna get you, I like what I said on there. I said love or the law is a bottle full of liquid. Love is the cap that goes on top that keeps everything inside of your bottle, right? What's the last thing to go on something? What's the finishing touch, right? What's the finishing touch of anything? What's the last thing you do? Well, that's what love is to the law. If it fulfills the law, right? Say you make a shoe, you put the sole on there, you put all the stitching on it, right? You stitch it up. You do everything you got to do to this shoe inside and out. And that's the law, right? Your shoe is the law. Well, love would be like the shoestrings. Boom, 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 right? You lace them up, boom, you tie them. You tie a knot in there, kabang, right? Love is the fulfilling of the law, right? So after it tells us that love fulfills the law, what does it say next? And that, so it's going to continue. So when it says in that, it means so, right? Knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. What's sleep? Hate. Right? These other left wing ill feelings below love, right? Love is the height, y'all. Is this as clear to you as it is to me right now? What is these scriptures telling us? Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. 11, and that, so it continues. So this 11 is directly connected to 10. It's still talking about that, right? So what is it going to tell us when it continues in number 11? And that, knowing the time, what time? That love fulfills the law. That's what time. That now is high time to awake out of sleep. How do you wake up out of sleep? You start loving. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You running out of time, you better start loving. That's what this is telling us, verbatim, family. Whoa! Now I see what was being conveyed to me in my experience like never before. Like never before. Yes, yes, yes. It's all love is always attached to our salvation, ain't it? I'm gonna go back through all of these videos, all of these kind of ways I've said this, in the different kinds of ways I've said it. I'm gonna turn that into one video. And it's just gonna flow back to back to back, because I've been saying this and it came out of my experience, and I've been saying this in so many different ways, you know, that it's not going to be boring when it all comes together. I'm saying it in so many different ways, and I don't even know what I'm doing. This is the Father speaking, y'all. Oh, this love is so important, y'all. And he done made me some type of a crusader of this. Shout out to you if you're listening. Would you be a crusader with me for this love, right? For this big bad L word, huh? For now is our salvation. That's why you should do. Why should I do this, Brother Bronze? Because for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Now your salvation is closer than it ever was. That's why. Tomorrow it's going to be closer. Day after that it's going to be closer. So we're going towards something. What we going towards? You tell me. What is it going to be for you when you get to the end? Is it going to be ending, or is it going to be barely starting, baby? It's going to be what you say it's going to be. It just told you right there how to wake up and how to fulfill the law. We'll never fulfill the law without that. That's what it means when love fulfills the law. It means without that, you will never fulfill it. You will forever be learning a new piece of the law. New piece, new piece, new piece. Another way you've been sinning. Another way you've been sinning. Another way. Oh, I got the whole law now. And then you're going to find out next month, well, I guess I was sinning right there, huh? That law will always be open-ended until what? Until you love. Why? Because love covers it. Love gets your back while you learn. Kabang boom pow. Tell me that ain't it. 12. The night is far spent. We about out of time, right? The day is at hand. What is the day? What day? Right? Uh Second Edge 6 and 9, right? And Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's the day that's at hand. The day when these kingdoms is getting ready to switch, ain't it? Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. What work of darkness? You mean like hate? The attributes of the devil, huh? Fear, right? Anger, confusion. The devil loves confusion. He can squeeze into confusion. When you're adamant, he can't do nothing with that. So if he can just confuse you, right? You know how they get them 3 cups and they tell you something's under one of the cups, and then he scramble his hands up and scramble all the cups up and then tell you to pick one. That's what Satan does with confusion, right? Scramble you up and you just like, oh, and you still gotta pick one. He's like, yeah. He's sitting there grinning like, yeah, pick one. Pick one. Right? And then you pick his cup. The wrong one. But you gotta stand on that now. You don't know. And that's how he's able to win his soldiers. They confused. So he loves confusion. If you don't know what to do, chances are you might pick the wrong thing, huh? If you don't know. That's why I said it easily entreated. Don't pick nothing. And that's what it means to wait on the Lord. You got to wait on the Most High sometimes. You know? It's a lot of things that I won't touch. I won't do. I won't open my mouth. I won't. A lot of things. I just sit and I wait on Him. If I'm not positive, I ain't saying nothing. And I ain't making no choice. Why? Because He always comes through. He wants you to wait on Him. He's watching you. And He's going to respect you that much more when He see you stop and wait for Him. And He's going to give you the right decision. And it's going to be blessing upon blessings when you choose it, right? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Right? Man, He's a rewarder of us who diligently seek Him, ain't it? And let us put on the armor of light. What's the armor of light? Could it be love? It's going to keep on leading you back. That's another L word, light. Could light be love and love be light? 13. Let us walk honestly. That's why I came here. Let us walk honestly, fam. We got to be truthful. We got to know what we talking about. We got to know that when we open our mouth, we're not making ourselves hypocrites. That's why I came here. Because while I was talking about that a second ago, that comma fired off of my head. Let us walk honestly. Walk honestly, fam, out there if you're listening. Right? The Most High loves that. He loves when we walk honestly, as in the day. You honest in the daytime, right? If I go outside in the daytime, I'm exposed. You see me. You see me clear. You see my whole face. If I'm crying, I can't hide it. You're gonna know I've been crying. Ah, what's wrong? Why your eyes red? You been crying? Ah, is that a tear rolling down your cheek? What is that? Right? I can't hide in the daytime. You know the color of my shirt. You know I got a blue shirt on, or a lime green, or whatever it is, right? You can check me out thoroughly. That ain't the case if I come out in the dark, is it? I can hide my tears, right? My lime green shirt might look yellow in the dark, right? What if I got on the black shirt? You can't tell if it's blue or purple or what. I gotta step into some type of light somewhere and you will see, oh, that ain't no black shirt, right? When you're in the daytime, you're exposed. So let us walk honestly like in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, fighting and altering your mind. It's a lot of ways to riot, and it's a lot of ways to be drunk. It ain't just liquor, y'all. A lot of things can have you out of your right mind. That's what drunkenness is. Out of your mind. A lot of things can do that. Don't have to be alcohol, right? So rioting, that's all types of fights. That's a melee, right? That's a fight going on everywhere. That's what a rioting is. That ain't one fight, me on you and you on me. No, that's a fight going on every 2 feet, right? And that's how it is. If you put 100 brews in a room, how many of y'all got a problem with each other? We could talk for days about that, couldn't we? Yeah, well, Ock right there, I remember when blah, blah, right? And then the Ock next to him gonna be like, yeah, well, him right there, blah. And we'll do that all night, right? Everybody got an Ock. You see this? Drunkenness. They out of their right mind. Revenge got them drunk. All kind of stuff got them out of their right mind. That's why all the rioting is going on, because something is going on with your mind. Something got you distracted. Wants and needs and desires and disappointments. And you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff robs you of your good sense. Not in chambering and wantonness. What is chambering? That's being locked up. That's like a bullet, right? In a chamber. It's in a pocket, ain't it? That's what chambering is. It's being closed in, closed up. And wantonness. You know, that's haughtiness. Pride, right? So you're alone. You won't let nobody in. You shut everybody out. That's the chambering and wantonness. That means you're closed up and you're prideful. You won't let nobody in. That sounds like the opposite of love to me. Don't it sound like that to you? All of this stuff is the opposite of love, fam. The rioting, the drunkenness, that the reasons why you're out of your mind. Love is absent from those things. With the love, you can't feel those things. You be too busy open and sharing, and somebody will be lifting you up, or you'll be lifting somebody else up. It'll keep you out of that wild mind, right? That stuff is absent where love is present. You see how this love saves you in so many ways and keeps you out of so much trouble, fam. Yeshaya knew what he was coming to teach us. That big bad L word, y'all. Chambering and wantonness, being alone, being shut up. Right? How does it end it? Not in strife and envying. And we know, man, strife and envying, opposites of love. All of this stuff is opposites of love, y'all. That's all this book is teaching is love, especially in this New Testament, right? Tell me how this don't line up with 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I'm going to keep on proving it to you. And I didn't even plan this. We just came here. You see that? 14. But put ye on the Lord Yasha the Christ. I wonder how you do that. I wonder what you got to put on to be able to say that you done put on the Lord Yasha the Christ. And make not provisions for the flesh. What's the opposite of the flesh? The spirit. What are the fruits of the spirit? Love, joy, peace, long suffering, right? Gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance, faith. That's what they are, right? Fruit of the spirit is the opposite of the provision of the flesh, right? Provisions, providings, it should say, right? That's what provision is coming from, provide, right? You're providing for the flesh. What do you do when you provide for anything? You feed it. What does anything do that you feed? It grows, fam. You're growing your flesh. That's what you're doing when you make a provision for the flesh. You're giving it space to grow. You're feeding it and giving it space to grow. So then you got this big old flesh. And what's going to happen if you got this big old flesh? You're going to have an itty bitty little spirit, right? Small, itty bitty midget, right? You're going to squeeze that little bit of spirit you got into a little corner. And the whole rest of the room is going to be all flesh. Let's shrink that flesh, grow in that spirit, family. Shrink that flesh and let's grow in that spirit. And what does this flesh do? Provision of the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. That flesh, man, it's uncontrollable. It's gonna wild out and it's gonna fulfill its lusts, right? Thereof. There. Where? In the flesh, that's where. In the flesh, there's plenty of lusts. And the bigger and stronger that flesh grows, it just fulfills those lusts. Right? But let us walk honestly, though. All of this is intertwined. That false talk and talking words that are too big for your soul, they're going to lead you to all of this stuff. It's how you end up dealing with all of this stuff, wantonness, strife, right? Rioting, drunkenness, right? Because you're talking so big, next thing you know, you need something to take your mind off of the mess you done made. The mess you didn't put your own self in. Now you're looking for some type of retreat for your mind. Some people turn to alcohol, but some people might turn to weed. Some people turn to sex, right? It's a lot of things people turn to. You know, some people turn to strife. They get tired of lying and okay, then let's just, they start taking their jacket off, right? Let's knuckle up then. You know, because they trapped and they tired of talking, they tired of lying, right? And they didn't just said, okay, then squabble up, me and you know. That's what a lot of brothers turn to. Wantonness, pride, right? Vanity, wantonness, you know. Wantonness is what a woman has when she bats her eyelids, right? She bats her eyelids. She's about to do something devious. She's about to use her femininely grace to do it. She throw that little switch on and bat her eyelashes, and she knows she finna pull something off, right? So what is that for a man? Oh, that's when he feeling himself, right? Oh, he's talking big and bad and tough, big swelling words, right? And that's that uh, pride that comes before the fall, ain't it? What about that chambering? You know, oh, get away from me. Everybody get away from me, right? He wants to go be alone. That's the wild bull straying alone, right? He goes off on everybody he knows. Get away from me. All of that rioting. That's all of us against all of you. That's a riot. That's a rodeo, ain't it? Man, when you step into there and look at that, it's just like, man, what kind of chaos is this? And that's how our Hebrew community was looking. Everybody, everywhere, fighting with somebody, hating somebody, talking bad about somebody, right? Got a problem with somebody. How do we kill all that? What is all of this talking about? From verse 10 and forward, what is all of it talking about? That big bad L word. Ooh. I had no reason to go there, but I could see why mama might have wanted that out. Right? So let's do better. Let's become one out there. right? Let's love each other. Let's take care of each other, right? And if that sounds lame to you, then I ain't talking to you. I still love you. I don't got nothing slick to say to you or nothing, right? But all praise is to the Most High, But for us who down with this and who are about this love, let's link up and be family, right? And y'all call in. We want to hear from y'all, right? Let us know who you are. Let us hear your voice and your testimony, right? Yes, yes, yes. Cause I'm already in love with you, right? I love myself, man. I love everything. Love, 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 right? I love love. That powerful L word. What doesn't it cure? It cures everything, even the law. Ain't it? So, dang, where is this chat at? Or the talk to my sister real quick. Anybody want to speak in the lineup on the phones? Put a 144 in the chat if you would like to speak. Otherwise, we've been going 2 hours. We could get off of this thing now, I guess. I'm satisfied. I done ran my mouth enough. Who gonna run theirs? Who ready to run their mouth with me? Where's my phone at? Okay, kapow. There it is. Give y'all some time because I know y'all is a little behind me. I say something and it got a few minutes before it actually goes live. Oh, I was finna hit you too, sis. It's late, or I would have done a 144. I definitely needed this tonight. All praise to the Most High. All right. All praises to the Most High. I was getting ready. I was finna hit your button, right? Uh, uh, Brother Elder Perry, you want to pray us out, right? It's been a few nights since you prayed us out. Wait a minute, Mark AZ got these scriptures flowing over here. Think about it, Brother Perry, while I read these scriptures that Mark AZ put up for us. 2 Maccabees 1 and 2. The Most High be gracious unto you and remember his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his faithful servants. 3. Give you all an heart to serve him and to do his will with a good courage and a willing mind. Right? We did a willing mind. Right? Go catch that one. If it behooves you, right? Verse 4, and open your hearts in this law and commandments. Oh, and send you peace. What is it going to do? It's going to send you peace. That's what it's going to do. When you do what? When you open what? When you open your heart. What is that? To love this. What was I just talking about? Love in this law. Love, law, light, all that. It's connected. It's one. The law is a lamp to my feet, ain't it? What a lamp give off? Light. What is the law? Love. Right? What is the commandments? When the Father squeezed them down to 2, he said, you shall love me and you shall love your brother and sister. That's it. Law's done. Why? Because you can't do no ill to your neighbor with love. And you can't do no ill to yourself. So that embodies the whole law. There is no way you can commit an act that is not an act of love to yourself, the Most High, or your brother or your sister. It is impossible to do that and not break a law. Automatically, if you do that, you done broke some law. Give me the situation and I'll tell you what law you broke. It is impossible to love yourself, your brother, your sister, and the Most High, and break a law and keep the law at the same time. It is impossible to do any harm to yourself or others and keep the law at the same time. You better believe there's a law against that. You can't lie. You can't cheat. None of that. You can't slight and spite or none of that. It's a law against that. You can't watch a brother sin and not say nothing and keep the law. You gotta say something. Hey, brother, you shouldn't be doing that right there. I ain't your daddy or nothing, brother, but hey, this law say we shouldn't do that right there that you just did. Now I ain't gonna make no habit out of this or nothing, but you know, it's on me to tell you at least once. I ain't gonna bother you no more about this thing, but I'm obligated to tell you. All right? All of that. That was our Father's wish. Let me make myself a note. We're going to go one day, Father willing, we're going to go into the importance of warning each other. And we're going to go all off of the back of Ezekiel 3:8 and Ezekiel 3:18. Right? The importance of warning. And we just gonna roll it off of the back of that right there. Because we need to know about that. Right? It's all kind of stuff wouldn't be flying right now if people thought that it wouldn't fly with our community. People do the things that they do because you guys like it. You think it's funny. You praise them, right? Ah, forget that fool. Like, you know, he done did somebody wrong, and that was your response. And he knows that's going to be your response. It'll be a whole nother story if you shook your head and make him ask you, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then you finally just tell him, "Yeah, that wasn't right. That wasn't cool right there that you did to old boy like that." Con? Yes, yes, yes. That's what I kind of wanted to bring up on the call. I'm warning, but being told I'm doing too much. Okay, you want to come on in? Let me hit your button. Feed my curiosity on this.
Shalom.
Sister Ashara, you live. Shalom, my sister.
Shalom.
All right.
Yeah, so today, can you hear me? I'm on my Bluetooth, so it's kind of, and outside.
Loud and
Am I
clear.
good?
Loud and clear.
All right, good. All right, so today I had multiple, had two people basically tell me that I'm going too hard for the Most High, that I'm doing too much, that I need to tone it down, and it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but I had just been saying I'm not doing enough. Like that's how I had been feeling, and I realized myself what it was that I was not doing enough of. But that's another topic.
Mm.
But that's just twice today. I have people close to me that they say they believe. I mean, like the world believes, but they tell me I'm doing too much, and I'm telling them, no. There's more. So how do you handle that?
You gotta catch a feel for it, and with this being your first few years, you still within these first few years. You seem to calm down from that. Uh, I say within your first 5 years, unless you from UPK or something, they go hard forever. They be 30 years in the truth. They still on your neck, right? But yeah, the fruit of the spirit will set in, and just even the way you speak about the truth, it'll stop being so offensive, right?
Yeah.
It's like a baby black widow. They gonna give you all their venom, right?
Ooh.
They're gonna kill you. When a black widow pumps you with so much, Venom that, you barely making it to the hospital. That was a baby, you know. Now, an adult, Black Widow, they know how to hit you with pew pew, just enough to get you up off of them, But that baby gonna give it all to you, right? And that's just the way it is, And man, we standing on it hard too. We don't know how to sense somebody being offended, right? We be ready to buck back at the offense. And that's one thing we have to start doing, or we hit a level where we're able to feel things out. And they ain't even really show no real attitude yet, but we know something bothered them, and then we'll backpedal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gentle about
Mm-hmm.
this truth. And that's what the fruit of the Spirit. That's the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, meekness, temperance. You know what I'm saying? All of this. And
Yeah.
you're in your stages of learning that right now. What is the fruit? That's after all of the hard stuff is over. Now it ain't time to do nothing now but just pick and eat, right? All of the digging is
Right.
done. All the digging is done, all the watering is done, all of the pruning is done, all of the cleaning up, and all of this stuff is done when you get the fruit. And that's what the fruit of the Holy Spirit is. That's when it's time for nothing but just love, joy, peace. You know what I'm saying? That's on the other side of all of the strife and turmoil and button heads, and you know, in that day you will walk up and you will push this truth and nobody will get offended. And if they do get offended, that's opening up a door for you to give the fruits of the Spirit. Then, oh, you're offended? Well, let me love you, right? Let me love you through the ceiling in real quick, right? And then you know how to put on that love, right? And really soothe them and okay, yeah. It's not that bad, you're not that bad. And everybody want to get to apologize and oh yeah, everybody want to get all googly and all of this, right? Oh no, that ain't what I was saying. See, it was just like this, and then it was like that, and then oh ha ha ha, and giggling, and yeah, my bad, and you know what I'm saying? That now we're all in love and joy and peace, right? Long suffering and you know gentleness, goodness. Now the meekness, all of these words come out. Patience. Those are the fruit. It's important that we understand that when we talk fruits of the Spirit, we're talking the aftermath of everything that the Spirit takes you through. And now it's just time for the fruit. It's time to just pluck and eat, and it's juicy and it's sweet, and all of this, right? That's the fruit. That's the fruit of the Spirit. Right? Glory to the Most High.
Yep.
So just go ahead. We all had to do it. We all had to do it, sis. I came around the corner on my family.
I figured.
I was coming around the corner like, hey, what kind of sandwich is that? Right? Oh, man, I drove my family crazy. You know what I'm saying? They hate to see me coming to the door What y'all doing up in here? What y'all eat? What that smell like bacon? What y'all got going on up in here? Right? Don't y'all know y'all Israelites? Y'all shouldn't be eating. Oh, they was. Oh my goodness. Right? It was rough, and I chi-
Yep.
I chilled out. You know, I chilled out after some years, and then years after that, they start approaching me. Please talk to me about this. Rob, what you know about this? What you know about that? You know, and now I get to just take a deep breath and just I thought you would never ask, right?
Yeah.
So, don't worry about it, sis.
Right.
We all did it. Just try to be as gentle as you
Uh,
can. Be very apologetic, and be soft on them. And, for some reason, they like to hear you slam yourself, So do that too.
tell me about it.
Do that too, In your apology, find a way to insult yourself. They like that. Throw yourself under the bus. That makes, people feel better about, yeah, because, it ain't no one-way street.
Humility.
It ain't no one-way street, man. We all go through the same things, and they feel like you standing on their shoulders sometimes, because they're wrong and you're right.
Yeah.
They know you right. That don't feel good. People like to argue, and with the truth, you can't really argue. But throughout their life, whenever anybody said something to them, it wasn't from God. It was an opinion. So it's different when you're speaking and it's the words of a higher,
Word.
the one who created you and the earth and everything. And he's the one that's telling you about yourself now. And it has a way of piercing you, and you know that it's true. And you can't really argue back. And that's what they don't like. What the scripture says, so that none can gainsay, right? They don't got no words for you. They just like, okay. And then what you gonna do? If we arguing and you get the best of me with words, what I'm gonna say? Well, what's up then? I might not even say that. I might just get out, boom, pop, right? It's time to make some furniture move. Growing up, yeah, you put me in a situation where I'm tongue tied and I got no argument, then let's see what's up with these hands, right? You see me pulling my pants up or something like that, you better give me arm's reach, because we finna make some furniture move. You know what I'm saying? you know? So that
Or taking
none,
the earrings off.
yeah, so that none can gainsay,
Yeah.
it says. Yeah, that truth powerful. Uh, yeah, that's all it is. I wouldn't even worry about it. I just try to be a little gentle, a little bit more gentle if I was you. Uh, hurry up and back up, backpedal. You'll come at it again another day. We got to be subtle.
Um,
We got to be subtle. We can't attack
yeah.
it. We can't attack it every time the door opens. And especially not in the same way we did last time. It's got to be different every time we approach it. Can't be the same situation. You know, people hate that too. So yeah, yeah, that's good though. That's good
So
though. Yeah,
lot of
yeah, no problem. I'm gonna put you back. We'll talk again. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. Check on you, see how you doing.
Sounds good. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right.
Yeah, we loaded in here. If anybody else wanna speak, drop a 144 in the chat. Otherwise, got ready to get off of here. Right. Bless y'all. Bless you all. Beautiful people out there. Right. I send you all my blessings. And I just want to speak love over you. All right. The things you worry about is going to fail against you. Why? Because you're leaning on the one, the the ever mighty. Right? You leaning on him. And he ain't going to let you down. Right? It's all preordained. There is no accidents. There is no coincidence. And the things that rise up against you, they have only risen up to fail. You understand what I'm saying to you right now? The things that you worry about, you need not worry. It ain't got nothing on you. It can't do nothing with you. Because the Father got you. Right? Before you was in the womb, he knew you. And he ordained you a prophet to the nations. Right? And you may say, hey, I ain't no prophet. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are a prophet. If you say repent, for the kingdom is at hand. If you speak those words, repent, for the kingdom is at hand. The kingdom is at hand. This is not the final world that we're living in. You're speaking of a future world. You are speaking a future prophecy. Who speaks prophecies? Prophets. You are a prophet to the nation. Anybody who you open up your mouth and catch and bring to this truth was preordained by the Father before you was ever even born. Before you was in the womb. Before you went into your mother. And you know, a woman gets all her eggs, right? So you got to go back before your mother was born. That's when the Father knew you. He created all the souls a long time ago, didn't he? We just been floating around in the studio before we came into this existence. And then we go back there. I went back there, fam. Right? So, they can't touch you. They can't do nothing with you. You don't belong to them. You belong to him. Right? And I just want to give you that strength tonight and speak that portion of love over you tonight. Stop worrying about the things that you're worried about and just chill and just relax and just all you need is oxygen. That's all you need. Can you breathe? If you can breathe, you got all you need. None of this other stuff is going to kill you. Rawak is all you need. Low as you may feel out there tonight, Low as you may feel, know you're feeling that way for nothing. Why? Because your air supply ain't cut off. Take in that holy Rawak, that Holy Spirit, that Kakama Wath. She's in the air. She is the air. She is the wind. She goes in your nose, and where she goes straight to? Straight to your brain. That passage in your nostril will poke you in the brain, right? She comes in our nose. She goes straight where? That's our mind, y'all. And your mind is attached to everything else. You see that? The mind is attached to everything else. The brain is going to tell the arm to move, all of that. Your thoughts, all of that. That's why she's wisdom. She's wise. Thoughts. She's going to guide you. All praises to the Most High. She's going to guide you. She's going to get you where you need to go, feeling in your heart what you need to be feeling. So when you surrender to love, oh man, you're unstoppable then. They can't do nothing with a soul who loves. Angels jump up for the soul who loves. Right? And you're going to be all right. Especially for us that's in a hard time tonight. Just keep on hanging on and do good. Do good. Try it. It ain't always about money. If you got money, spread the money out. Spread that out too. If you don't got no money, make it a project. Just go out in the public and just say, I'm going to be the most generous person this city has ever seen today. And just go out and just compliment everybody you lay out. Hey, how you doing, sir? That's a nice such and blah, blah. And oh, this is great, this and that, right? And run and open the door for somebody and let them all go in the door and just, trade smiles with them while they walk past you and just, and just go have a day like that. And then go home at night and tell me you don't feel wonderful. Energy, y'all, it never dies. It circulates. What goes around come around, don't it? So put yourself in that position to receive some good. Once you become a merchant of that, it's going to keep coming. Once you give it off, the Father is going to give it back. Sometimes sevenfold. Become a merchant of it. I noticed that. Anything I got into in my life, I ended up selling it or giving it away. I just ended up with a whole bunch of it. Right? So when you get into the love, you start receiving that. You start getting that back. You become a collector of that. and a trader of that. What it say on the pawn shop? Buy, sell, trade. Buy, sell, trade, right? You're taking it, you're giving it, you're trading it. And that's one of the things that I'm here to push. Right? Shout out to y'all out there. Right? Israelites, Gentiles, no longer Gentiles. If you love the Most High in Christ, you are now what is called a proselyte. Gentiles or non-Israelites who don't love the Most High in Christ, you're a Gentile. If you're a Gentile and you have converted, that's a proselyte. Glory to the Most High. I wonder who that is. Who is this? 602, Shalom, you live.
Shalom, Brother Ron.
Shalom, sister. Who's that?
This is LaSonia White in Arizona.
All praises. How you doing tonight, my sister?
I am not doing good, and I'm so happy that I got in to talk to you.
Come on.
Because I got a lot on my mind.
Is it something you want to talk about here?
So, yes, it is.
Okay.
So I work at a CBI, Community Bridges, which is for mental health and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And right now, I'm just, I don't even know what to say I am. I'm upset with the system. These people need help. I witnessed some things today, but I witness things every day, but I witnessed some things today that really riled me up. And then I'm questioning, and then I feel like I'm cursed at one point, but then I feel like I'm blessed at another point because you always talk about love, and I've always had love. My kids even get mad at me about this. Like, I've given my shoes, I'll give clothes, it because it's material. Those things don't matter to me. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at what's going on at my job, and I'm looking at it and I'm seeing that these people are dollar signs. And I want to know, how many of you work here because you want to help somebody? Because you want to make a difference? Or how many of you are here just for a check? I got sent home early today. I'm good with that. But at the same time, in between time and in the meantime, I see no love. I see no compassion. I see no consideration. I just, and it is so overwhelming. And right. it really, it disturbs me. It disturbs me so much, so bad. And I know I took this job because I want to make a difference, because I want to help, because this runs high in my own family. But I just see everybody else within this community or this whatever you want to call it, this job, as you're a dollar sign. And it's so ugly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ugly. It's so ugly. I'm just,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't even know what I am. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to give up.
Right.
I'm not going to give up. And it disturbs me how people fall through the cracks on just little things. And then I know that all these things are spirits. These are spirits. But what do you want to slap it with? A new medication, a new pill, a new drug.
Yeah.
And then you're not even hearing them. The
Right.
doctor actually laughed in this man's face today. And I was glad that my shift got cut short because I was like, wow, are you serious? You're laughing at this man? We had another patient that came in on Sunday. We've been telling her about this woman since Sunday. Today is Thursday. You haven't even talked to her. And she self-volunteered herself in. She called in and admitted herself. And
Right.
I'm just like, wow. And I'm going to keep it real with you. My kids are upset because they say that I get too involved, that I'm too emotional, or whatever. But I really feel that this is my calling.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn my back on nobody. If there's anything I can do, I'm going to do it. If I can help in any kind of way, I will. I'm feeling discouraged, and then I'm asking myself, I'm questioning myself, which I feel like I shouldn't be because I already know the answer. I know that this is the amount of love that I have.
Yeah.
And I know that the Most High gave me this love. It's just, I don't even know. I don't know. My kids say that I love too much, I love too hard, I love too big. My grandson says that I'm extra.
Mm-hmm. That's what they say. They say that about everything that they don't understand, right? But it's not for them to understand. It's for you to show them. So keep on in the big bad L word, right? One day they will see, oh, that's what she was on, you know? One day they'll see. It'll all become clear. And when we're out there in that world, we cannot expect the things of God from people of the devil. They don't care about mercy. They don't care uh, about kindness. They don't care about those things. We are just dollars to them. That's the only reason why they show up. And I've always said that why be a nurse or a caregiver or somebody like this when you're mean and you heavy-handed and you're not gentle. Why take a job like that? Leave those kind of jobs open, you know, like for the caregivers that are like that. If you guys lack the love, you know, I don't understand why they take that kind of job. You know, not you, but them, the people who lack the love. They sit up there and they be mean, but you took a job where you have to care for people. How Did you take a care job and you don't have no care in your heart? So you're rough on these patients, you know. They didn't ask you to take that job. They went to be cared for. And then they have some mean nurse that hate their job and want to be extra heavy-handed and rough and flipping them over and you know, and we have to
And I
deal.
know that you talk to my husband. You talk to my husband all the time.
Uh,
Mark AZ is my husband.
all praises.
And right now, I feel like we're unequally yoked because I go hard. I go so hard. And Mark always wants to go with scripture. I get that. I really get that. But at the same time, in between time, in the meantime, I'm not a punk. I'm not a loser. I'm not a failure. And I don't, and I will never, ever tap out. I keep going. My daughter says I'm worse than a pit bull with a bone.
Yeah.
But my vision, my view is what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. It's so bad that I don't even care about being locked up. I don't care about losing my job. I know we're at the end, and I, in my heart and in my mind, I'm at a I don't give a attitude. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Should I keep going? Should I keep striving?
Well, first of all, love is given without no expectation. We're not giving love because we want something out of it. Stop looking for anything to come out of it. Love is so behind that we're going to give a whole lot of it before we ever see any of it back, right? But what do we do?
But I don't want to see nothing back. I don't want to see any love back. All I want to see is that I did that. I went the extra mile. I'm trying.
Then that's
all
your
I want
payment.
to see. And you know what? It's not even that I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to know and see that I'm doing that, and I'm gonna do that, and that you know what? Your song, "Nothing's Gonna Stop Me," is my theme song. That's my theme song because nothing is going to stop me.
All praises.
It's like I'm at the point where I don't care. I'll get locked up. I'll go to jail. I'll lose my job. Whatever. It does not matter. If I can just help one person, it's good.
Well, you're doing that now.
It's good.
You're doing that now. You're helping somebody right now. Somebody is listening and they feel you and they feel exactly the way how you feel, right? And I can hear your emotion. Sound like you're crying. So, you know,
Yeah.
you're emotionally invested in this thing. So that means you're trying to find your way. And guess what? Matthew 5 and 6. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. You're going to be filled. What you're after, you will reach. And just to hear your emotion, I love it because I know you mean it. I know you mean it, and don't trip. You are a crusader of the love, and you tearing the love up right now. You got it in the corner, and you boom, 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 boom. You punching on it, but guess what? It's gonna start punching you back in a minute, and it's gonna feel great. These punches don't hurt, right? You giving it all you got right now, and it's just receiving it. It hears everything you going through, every word. It hears it, and it's just collecting it. And when it's done collecting, it's gonna start hitting you back. You think you crying now? No, you gonna cry when it start hitting back. That's when you're gonna be
But
crying
you want to know that it's not me.
tears of joy. The tears of joy are coming. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, and you ain't gonna lose your job, and you ain't gonna go to jail. Stop talking like that. That's not included in this, right? If it does happen, it's not gonna be because of that, right? You know,
But that's how far and how much and how willing I am. That's just me. I
yeah,
don't care. This is just I can get another job. You know what I mean? But it's like I just want these people to know that I don't see you as a dollar. I'm not brushing you under the rug. I'm not going to keep on saying, here, take that pill, take that pill, take this pill. Because they're all spirits, in all honesty. It is.
that part.
But it's just like, I don't want them. Well, it's not even that I don't want. I'm going to show them that you mean something to me. You're not just a dollar sign to me. I chose this because I want to help. I want to help. I want to make a difference. I don't want to just. I don't know. Like my son says, that I'm too emotionally attached or too emotionally involved, which may be true. But so what?
Yeah,
So what?
you should be. If not you, then who? Nobody
Exactly.
else is gonna do what you do. Nobody can be you but you. So keep being who you are, especially if it's of the love. It's needed. It's very much needed. All of these scriptures we're bringing out every time we come together in this public is proving it, right? All success is attached to love. It's constantly coming out. Eternity is attached to love. Perfection is attached to the love, right? Christ came and walked in love. He is love. That's what he came to show us, how to walk in love, right? So, long as you got the L word on your side, you're doing the right thing. Don't stop. It don't matter where you're at. Rather you where you are, where you work at, or you get another job, it don't matter. It's the same thing everywhere. It's the same cheat code everywhere you go. There is nowhere where you're gonna go. Charity never faileth, according to our chapter, right? It don't matter if they put you on the east side, if they put you on the west side, if they put you with the elderly, if they put you with the youngsters. Same deal. Charity never fails, no matter where you put it at, where you put it there, when you put it there, right? Who's there when you it never fails. Wherever you put it at, it's going to do the same thing that charity does. And charity is interchangeable for love. Love and charity is the same word, right? Glory to the Most High.
I'm just tired of feeling like, exactly, I'm tired of feeling like there's something wrong with me because I feel like this.
Nah, you fine. You fine. Ain't nothing wrong with you. It's right. Ain't nothing wrong. Everything is right. It don't get no righter once you of the love. You just fine. Don't worry. You know, the Most High has a way of revealing things to us, though. So you got to let it be revealed. That's why patience is so important. That's one of those fruits. That's one of the fruit. And the fruit is the finish. The fruit comes after all the labor, right? So you're in the midst of you're in the midst of getting your hands on the patience. That's one of the fruits, right? That's one of the fruits. Fruits of the
And
spirit,
then,
right?
brother, I feel like my own life, my own personal life is falling apart.
How?
But
How?
me and my kids, we butt heads. Me and my grandkids, we butt heads. Um, I'll give you a prime example. My daughter said that I care more about them, the homeless or whatever, in my job, than I care about my own family. And it's not that I care more. It's not. And it's not that I'm giving more. It's just there.
You know what people?
It's just there.
Cause you know what they do with the lovers a lot. They say things like that because they know it's gonna affect you. They know what your heart is like. They wouldn't say something like that to somebody with a cold heart. They say that to get under your skin because they know it's gonna do its job and get under your skin, right? Oh, you love them more than you care for us, and right? Oh, now you gotta pull your hair out and run around in circles, right? Trying to appeal to them. They do that to put a leash on you. Now they're just like walking the dog after that, right? Because you're gonna put yourself in subjection to that phrase, and you're gonna try to prove them wrong. Don't let them drive you crazy like that. You're doing what you should. You're doing exactly what you should. And they wouldn't say that to somebody with a cold heart, right? Nah, they're trying to control you with a phrase like that. And they know it's going to dig on you too because they know you kind hearted. And that's the ultimate insult to somebody who love is important to. Oh, you love somebody else more than you love me. They're trying to use that. Don't even believe that. Don't even buy into that. Right? So keep doing what you're doing, as I said. Right? Keep loving them the same way you've been loving them. Soon as they say something like that, just go back to what you regularly do for them. If you cook for them, oh yeah, really? You hungry? You ready for dinner? Right? And just bunny hop over that. Act like you didn't even hear it. And give charity at the moment that they say that. You know, go get your clothes for laundry. Whatever it is that you do for them, just keep that up, cause they appreciate it. Kids they have a way of expressing that, but they do. They appreciate it, and yeah, you're gonna be all right. You doing what you should be doing.
Thank you.
Yep, yep.
But
You
that said, I feel like I'm blessed and cursed at the same time. Like, I don't even know if I can even operate without feeling like this, without doing this, without. Because I tried. I was talking to my oldest daughter today, and I was like, I know I say this all the time, and I told her how I wish I would just don't care, shut off, whatever. And I've even tried to do it, but I can't. I can't. And it hurts. It hurts that I can't, and it hurts that I even want to.
why can't you?
Because I don't want to be, it makes me feel ugly.
Yeah.
Because God didn't do that. He didn't just cut us off. I mean, he died. This man was persecuted, beat, all those things.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel like if he did that, then why can't I? Why would I even entertain that thought?
My point. My point exactly. Sure you can. Sure you can.
And then it just starts to hurt that I even entertain that thought. That's what starts to hurt. Like, why? Why would I even entertain that thought? Why am I letting you get in my head? Like, my kids, my grandkids, they're all grown. They're all grown. But I keep on picking up their cross at the same time I'm picking up mine. And it's like, I want you to get it, and then you get jealous or insecure or whatever the case may be because I'm giving attention to somebody that don't got something or don't got nobody. Like, how dare you? And then that makes the ugly come out in me. Because I get to that, like, how dare you? You got the audacity. You're a spoiled little brat. You've always been spoiled. And if I give attention or whatever to somebody else that needs it, that should have it, then you get all caught up in your feelings, and then you get me caught up in mine.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in my feelings. I just want to know that what I'm doing is the right thing. But I don't want to feel conflicted.
It's the right thing. It's the right thing. I said that. Why when he need lifting up and I lift him up, I debase you. Right? I said that on One Accord. The One Accord song. Why when he need lifting up and I lift him up, I debase you.
Exactly. And then, with my church, where I'm supposed to be getting fed, quote unquote, I'm going to put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. I do get the word. But the church is not even on One Accord. And I'm just like, I'm feeling damned if I do and damned if I don't. Like, what am I doing? And then I hold on to this because I know that this is real. This is true. I know that way back, even before I came into the truth, and my granny and my grandma and all this, Jesus and God, hey, prayers are still answered.
Yeah.
Prayers were still answered. I'm just like, I don't even know what I am anymore.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know what you are? Feed my
I
curiosity.
I believe, and I know that what I'm doing is right. I know the way I feel is right. But within my church right now, it's like if you don't call on Yah, if you don't call on Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, those kind of things. I'm getting conflicted because I know that my granny didn't call on Yahweh Shai. He didn't even know who Yahweh Shai was or who Yahweh was.
That's
it was
Joshua.
Jesus. It was God.
That's Joshua.
And prayer still got answered. Prayer still got answered.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll get answered.
I just want to, and that's where I'm at. Like, I feel like I'm being judged. You're judging me because I'm going by what I was taught, what I learned, what I was raised with.
Yeah, well, that was error.
At the same time,
we got to correct our errors.
At the same time, it was still being answered.
Yeah.
So who am I to say that calling on Jesus, calling on Christ, or calling on God is wrong? Because we came into the truth. All I know is that my granny and my mama and all of them prayed, and they prayed to Jesus, they prayed to Christ, and they prayed to God. And prayers were answered. And, the pastor's always, what? If you know better, do better. Good, fine. I'll go with that one.
Are you willing to
but
learn?
At the same time, in between time, I'm always wanting to learn.
Okay, then that's what needs to happen.
Learning. I will suck that all up.
Ask them to show you why that you should call on those names.
Well, here's my problem right there. What you just said. Why am I going to ask you? Why am I going to lean my understanding on a man?
You can't lean it on the man.
All my life exactly. And then when
you gotta lean it on the scriptures.
Right.
The scriptures will tell us, right? Because a man gave you Jesus and God and all that, right? A man gave you those things.
But prayer still got answered.
What does God say?
Prayer still got answered, right?
Yeah, because he winked at our ignorance for a time. He winked at that. But yeah, he does want you to know his name. Right? But it's not Yahweh Shai though.
And even in that, he does want us to know his name.
Yeah.
But do you think that he's not going to ask me because I call him Jesus? Or because I call him Christ?
It depends. If you want to know, I'll tell you. Want me to tell you?
Yes, I'm listening.
If you don't want me to tell you, I won't.
No, I'm listening.
Okay. Long as you didn't know what his name was, he's going to answer those prayers. But once it's been presented to you to listen and learn his name, and then you don't, he might feel different. Because he said that he's going to approach the Father with the same vigor that you approach him with. Right? If you approach him gung-ho and ready to go hard for Christ, right? Then he's going to approach the Father like that. Yeah, Father, this servant right here going hard, mad, right? Ready to get it going, this and that. Great servant, right? Gung ho. That's how he's going to talk to the Father. Whatever you bring him, he's going to take the Father. But if you approach him and it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, then your name don't matter, whatever. You know, I was raised on Jesus. I'm going to keep calling on Jesus. And yeah, it really doesn't matter and whatever and blah, blah. Then that's how he's going to go to the Father about you. Yeah, Father, whatever, this and that, and the other end, blah, blah. You know, he's going to approach the Father with the same attitude that you approach him with. So you got to want to know his name. If you don't know his name, of course, we're not going off of what no man says. We're going to open this book and we're going to go in this book and we're going to see what God says. Right? I have a song.
Right.
I have a song called Ishi. Go listen to that. It's undefeated. I called every elder from every camp and I told them to prove me wrong. I invited them all and they didn't even address it. They wouldn't even address it. They won't even answer it. But they still keep calling on those names that they call on. But they don't want to have this conversation. They didn't want to have that conversation with me about that song, right? And it's been a while. Let me see. I'm searching for it right now. This song is
I got all your music, so I'm sure I heard it.
Praise the Most High.
What song we sing?
Okay. This came out August 24th of 2019. So, whoa. Yikes, y'all. 3 more days, Ishi will be 6 years old. And it's got
Well, my
almost
birthday's August the 25th.
yeah. Yeah, it's August 21st. This came out August 24th of 2019. It's almost 6 years old. And it's got 43,000 something hits on it. So I know they heard it. Right? I know they heard it before. They won't even address it. So go ahead and bang that joint. And uh, as you listen, know they all turned it down. They don't even want to have the conversation. I was looking for another video or something on it for somebody to answer it. Oh, they swept that under the rug. They act like they didn't even come in contact with that at all. So all praises to the Most High. His name is Yasha, right? And long as you know that and you understand that, then it don't matter what you calling him all the time, right? I know what his name is. I don't gotta say it every time I talk about him, right? I call him Christ, you know. I still call him Christ. I still call him, the Savior, the Son. You know, he said they will call me all kinds of things, right? The counselor of this and that.
I just want to make sure that I want to make sure when I'm talking about him or trying to lead people to him, that I'm doing it in the right way.
Yeah. Well, that comes with practice. Was just telling our sister Ashara that, you know, The more we mature, the less we offend people when we pitch to them, you know? In the beginning, it's rough and it's hard and it's all sweet honey bread to you. So you don't understand when you give somebody something that tastes like an onion, you know? It all tastes sweet to you, so you don't really know, you know? You got to watch for their reaction, you know, when they get offended, and that's the only way you know, that you may have said
But
something.
Brother Brown,
Go ahead.
this is where me and Mark we butt heads, because I've said this and I'll say it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care what you have to say about me. I don't care what you think about me, because you don't have a heaven or hell to put me in. So I don't care about the congregation's feelings. I'm just, like I said, I'm at that I don't give up attitude. Like I don't care. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel. As long as I believe that I'm doing what I've been called to do or chosen to do, that's all that matters to me. I'm not going to get caught up in the church or, you know, I'm just not. I won't. I refuse. I refuse.
All of that.
My other slogan is, I'm going to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Until y'all reveals to me, or, you know, until he reveals to me that I'm wrong, or that I'm on the wrong path, or that what I'm doing is wrong, I got to keep it pushing. I got to keep it going. I'm not trying to make nobody like me, because I don't care if you like me. Like I said, you don't have a heaven or hell to put me in.
Yeah.
It's all about him.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the problem with that is, if you don't care about them, they're not gonna care about you. Right? And they're gonna cause problems for you. You know? And that's what's going on in the world everywhere. What you said for yourself was beautiful. You're happy with you, right? Now, what about everybody else?
Right.
What about others? Now, that's what the love is. The love is, I care about how you feel. That's what the love is. I know what makes me happy. That's set apart. That's set aside. Nothing's going to happen to that. Now that I know I love what I love and I'm getting what I want, let's figure out how to make you happy. Right? Love is caring about others and caring about how they feel. Right? And meeting them, you got to meet them. You got to meet them halfway. It ain't just about you by yourself. You can't just say, I'm happy now, F all of y'all, right? No, I'm happy.
Right.
Now, how can we make you happy? I got what I like. Now, what do you like? And 9 times out of 10, it's something.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, it's something that you got easy. Oh, that's all you like? You can have that. Now we're both happy. You see that? And that's what we got to learn. The happiness in between, more than just ourself. Everybody knows how to be happy everybody knows how to be happy on their own, but what we're trying to figure out in the love is how to all be happy together. That part.
Okay, so let me rewind it. I'm talking about within my congregation, within my church.
Uh-huh.
So within my congregation and within my church, I don't care about them being happy. I really don't. Because I feel like if you're on the same page and you're striving for the same thing, then you should be happy just like I am. And I'm not going to make it my job or my point or my whatever to make you happy. Because if you're on the same page as I am, which is to serve the Most High, you should be just as happy as I am. So that's where I'm at. I'm starting to fall out with the church, with their beliefs, with their whatever. You know, as far as I'm concerned right now, that's how I feel. Because you're not on, I believe, you're not on the same page that I'm at. You're not on the same belief that I am. And you're not seeing things the way that I do, which is what you've been preaching about. Everything is about love. You can't just say, oh, I love you today, but I hate you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or I love you today, but I ain't going to help you tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with my church, in my congregation. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't care how they feel about me, what they think about me, what they say about me, because they don't have a heaven or hell to put me in. And they are not on my level of love. And as far as I'm concerned, the Most High would have to come down from heaven and tell me that I'm wrong. That's where I'm at.
Praise the Most High.
And you know, and I'm gonna ask the Most High to forgive me in advance if I'm wrong.
There you go.
But I really don't believe that I am.
There it is, right there.
I don't believe I am.
There it is, right there. Love. Love is living and breathing. Right? So, it's listening and all of that. It gets offended and all of that. And we got to be careful not to offend love. Right? When we love our love and we love the love of others. We love other people's love. Right? I know I have my love. At the same time, I don't want to bruise your love. You feel me? I got to respect your love as well as I have grown mine. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to be careful when
But I'm going to say that I believe that in my congregation and in this church that my love goes deeper and harder than some people's love.
So that means you got it to give.
I mean,
that means you should have it to give. Don't withdraw it. Don't take it away. Give it. If you got all of this love, share it. That means you got it to share then, huh? Yes. Right? But, and if you should walk away from them, right? If you should walk away from them, make sure they know it ain't no hard feelings and that you don't hate them and things like that. You know? Don't leave on the guise of I don't care how you feel about me, and you know what I mean? Because that ain't the love right there. That sound like selfishness. And love vaunteth not her own, is not puffed up, right? All of these things like this, vaunteth not itself, seeketh not after her own, and all, you know what I mean? So it goes back and forth. It goes back and forth from us to them. We gotta share. It's something that we share. We can't just say I'm happy, so forget you. No, we gotta find out how to include them, right? And say what you say. If you want to break off, and break off, and let them know it ain't no hard feelings. And what are they gonna do when you tell people, hey, it ain't no hard feelings? They go straight to the hard feelings. And what they're trying to do is offend your love. They don't want to let you leave like that. They'll go crazy. Even if they got to make up stuff that ain't even true, they just want to set you on fire. That's all it's about, is angering you and getting you fussing and cussing and spit flying, veins popping out your head, and you know what I mean? You know, and then they're happy, and when they see that, you'll see them relax. That's all they wanted to do, is hype you up.
That's why I said I feel like their love is not on the same level as mine.
Yeah. Right.
And that's why I feel like it may be time to walk away. Everything has a season.
So
maybe my season has ran out with it.
So don't let them anger you. Don't let them make you say. Don't let them make you say that you don't give a what, right?
But the scripture says, "Be angry and sin not."
Finish it. How long does that last?
Be angry but sin not.
How long?
That part I don't know.
You got a hot moment. Don't let the sun go down on your wrath is how that ends. So by the time it's time to go to sleep, you got to be over that. Be angry for a moment. And what's the other one that says, anger rests in the bosom of fools? So, yeah, that ain't supposed to last no time. Be angry when you caught off guard. And then you process things in your head before you even answer. And you like, okay, yeah. Or if you answer angry, you know, and you see what damage you caused, you go sit down, you take a breather, and then you go back and, hey, my bad. I didn't mean for things to get out of hand like that. I do apologize and blah, blah. Right?
But you know what, Brother Bronx? I don't get angry about anything, really, to be honest with you. I hurt. I don't get angry. I hurt. And I feel like my hurt is worse than my anger. Like, sometimes I really feel and believe that I would rather be angry than to hurt. Because when I hurt, it's deeper.
Mm-hmm.
It's deeper. Like, yeah. I really hurt. Like, I hurt so bad, I want to make you hurt as much as I do or as much as that person does. That's where my hurt goes. My anger, no. I don't hold grudges. I will drop that. I'll be mad at you today, and hey, tomorrow it's like I don't even remember what yesterday had. I don't hold grudges. Like, I don't even care. Like, okay, good, we're done. We're good with that. Let's get back on this and let's do this.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah,
I'd rather be angry sometimes than to be hurt.
No.
Because hurt, that pain lasts a long time in my heart. I'm always questioning you. I'm always looking at you. But if I'm mad at you or angry at you, I'm done with you. I'm good. I'm just like, hey.
Yeah.
And I know that that's not right. I know it's not right.
Yeah.
It's my own coping, my own coping skills. It's my own security. I don't know, for lack of a better word, it's what makes me feel comfortable. But for the most part, I don't get angry. I get hurt.
Yeah.
And
that's
I'd
good.
rather be angry than to hurt.
No. Choose sorrow over anger. Choose sorrow over anger. I say it all the time. Sorrow will get you blessed. Anger will get you cursed. Amon? I'm going to have to, let me make myself another.
Amen.
Let me make myself another note. Sorrow over Anger. We're gonna do that one too. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it, right?
Good, thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a plethora of scriptures to bring out on that. You know, sorrow. Go to the house of mourning, right? If
Right.
somebody is having a fight, uh, a party, and a funeral, go to the funeral. You go to the fight,
Right.
you go to the fight, they're gonna be hurting each other, right? You go to the party, they're gonna
Right.
be having fun. Those things don't last. They don't teach you anything. Sorrow teaches, right? Struggle creates character. You know, when we're sad, the Father comes running, and He wants to pick us up, right? But if you're big and bad and you're getting down where you're mad, then you know what I'm saying. He like, go ahead, handle your business. You are your own.
Right.
You are your own Most High. You gonna make them pay for angering you, right? Okay. He gonna stand back. He gonna fold his arms.
Right.
War and Peace is bringing
Right.
out Galatians 6 and 10. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. I brought that out on what is that? Prophesy to the wind. If y'all want to pull that one up, I broke that one down real nice on that joint there. Uh, Prophesy to the wind.
And then I get back to, are you really the household?
Say that again.
Then I go back to, are you really the household? It starts making me question everything about where I'm at and who my leadership or guidance is. Like, I shouldn't be feeling this way. And I shouldn't be going through this. I just, oh man, you know what? I don't want to speak ill will against my leadership or that, but at the same time, the truth will make me free. I start feeling like I shouldn't even be feeling like this. I shouldn't even be questioning this. That, if this is the way it's supposed to be and the way it's supposed to be taught, learned, or instructed, why would I be in this predicament or in this feelings? Or because I shouldn't even be in feelings.
Sure, you should, but you should be in the right feeling.
It makes me question my leadership. It makes me question where I'm at, who I'm fellowshipping with, because I truly and honestly believe that you have to be on one accord, and when you're not, this is where you're at. We're not on one accord where I'm at.
Have you talked to them about that?
And
yeah,
you know
see?
what, Brother Bronze, I'm gonna say this to you. Women don't really have a right to question or talk about this. Just saying. Just saying.
Right.
And I get that. Women are supposed to, be in a place and da-da-da-da-da. But at the same time, a woman's opinion or a woman's feelings, they should be heard, but it's not like that. Which is another reason why I believe that I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. And y'all forgive me, that I don't want to sound like I'm being rebellious. And if I am, I'm asking for forgiveness first off. But it's not that I'm intentionally being rebellious. Mm-hmm. It's that I need the word. I need the word, but I need the word to be true and pure and 100. And if you can't give that to me, then just say so. So then I'm back to my church in that on the same lines as my job. I don't want to be nobody's dollar sign. And I hate seeing the people that I work with or that I'm working for become dollar signs. Because then we're back at that scripture for the love of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where I let go.
Yeah, you'll be all right. We just gonna keep on working, right? And we gonna get things right.
I definitely am.
You know, we'll talk more, and we just gonna grow together, right? I'm gonna get better, and you gonna get better, right. And we gonna get better, right?
Right.
That's all it is. Right, so. Oh man, we lost Brother Perry. He took off. I was just about to have him pray us out. Right. Mistakes are lessons that the Most High shapes us to become stronger, says Michaela Williams. All praise to the Most High. That's absolutely right. Right. So it's about time for y'all to join the call, because I'm going to terminate the internet right now and pray us out. Right. So I know the internet is a little behind, so I'm going to give y'all a moment after I say that. Yeah, the internet is like a half a minute or so or two behind. So y'all call the number on the screen, 848-777-1500. Right? He's going to his little bells and whistles and things, and then at that point, it's going to ask you for your PIN. Hit 149-6869. Right? And I'm going to terminate the internet, and I'm going to pray us out. If y'all want to get in on this prayer, if y'all want to get in on this prayer, dial in. Right? Type in the chat if you want prayer. Type your name in the chat. If you would like to be mentioned in prayer tonight. Right? And we're going to pray us out. I hear y'all coming on in. Praise the Most High. I'm going to let y'all keep on coming on in. Put on your head wrap, Michaela, and dial in. Because I'm going to terminate the internet for the prayer. We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that on the internet. Much as I love you and I would love to, Jeremiah, Shalom, beloved family. See y'all on the phone line. Praise the Most High. Sister Lovely would like to be added to the prayer. Glory be unto the Father. Anybody else? It's been blessed. Right? Shout out to the Mark. Shout out to the sister, brother Mark AZ, the wife of Mark AZ. It's who we was just chopping it up with. I can't wait to work with sis. It's gonna be beautiful, ain't it? It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna hit levels. We're gonna soften these hearts and grow in this love. Ain't it? Glory to the Most High. Yes, yes. Y'all keep on coming on in. All praises. Glory, glory. Few more moments. Few more moments. If anybody else want to get in. Sister Pua, can you have scripture regarding his name? It's a bunch of them. I can tell you off top, go listen to Ishi. Go listen to the Ah. Listen to the Comforter. The Comforter parts 2 and 3 about the Holy Spirit. Because most people who ain't familiar with the names I use also believe that the Holy Spirit is male. So, off top, go get those 3. The Ah, his name is very simple. Took me 40 seconds before the song started on the Ah. Go bang that. And, right? Ishi, bang that. I walk it all the way down. All the way to the root of the rabbit hole. Okay? Glory to the Most High. Sister Shara. Whoa. Pushing 11 o'clock, guys. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to keep us like that. We've been on this thing pushing 4 hours. Hey, I guess we got things we need to talk about, ain't it? All right. We gonna terminate. All right, we gonna turn the internet off. Uh, much love out there. We love you all. We appreciate you. And we trying to figure out how to come together and show it, right? And make each other feel rich when we come together to where we take that back into the world. That's what we trying to do here. Become crusaders, right? And merchants of this love, right? So we pray for that tonight. And we'll see you soon. We'll do this again Tuesday night. Uh, we're going to keep a beautiful Sabbath, be it the Father's will. Nice, tight, solid Sabbath. And then we're going to spend Sunday figuring out some type of work in Yeshua's name, right? And most likely Monday, I'll pull out some lesson, and then we'll be back here Tuesday, right? Beautiful testimonies tonight. Was great hearing y'all out and talking with y'all and things of a nature like this. All praises to the Most High. That's teamwork, right? I can imagine that the Most High is well pleased. So, all right, y'all. Shalom. Have a nice night. I love y'all, right? Glory be unto the Most High, whose name is Ahia, Bahashan Yeshaya Wabawak. Padash, Kamawaf. Let me just read something to you real quick on our way out. I would just like to read something to you. And it goes, though I speak with the tongue of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing. 3. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. 4. Charity suffereth long, is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up. 5. Does not behave unseemly, does not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil. 6. Rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in the truth. 7. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. 8. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. 9. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. 10. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. 12. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these 3. But the greatest of these is charity. Shalom, I am on the internet.